Om Sri Sai Ram. Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha Pahi Mam. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha Raksha Mam. Sri Ganesha Pahi Mam, Jaya Ganesha Raksha Mam. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha Raksha Mam. Om Sri Sai Ram. If you need me, you deserve me. No avatar has declared like this before. Just if you need me, he will not look for any qualifications, any eligibilities. Swami once told students, I don't look at your abilities or capabilities. I only look for your purity and your availability. Are we available to him? He can get the things done even through donkeys. I am one proof of that. But when it comes to a devotee or even a non-devotee, there was this gentleman, Haresh Thakur, who was part of the team who created the atom bomb, first atom bomb. He has not heard of Satya Sai Baba. He was flying his private chopper and he lost his way. And there was snowstorm. He lost connections with the airport. He could not talk, he could not communicate. And his co-pilot, he had fainted out of fear, in his own words. That point in time, this scientist, Haresh Thakur, shouts. He is flying in the sky and he shouts, is there any God? Anyone, please save me. And Swami's voice comes from the radio, which was a dead radio for him till that point in time. And Swami guides him to land safely at the airport, Air Force Air Base. And the airport authorities told that we had no information from your side that you are landing. How could you land here? And when he showed his identifications, they of course welcomed him. And when he came out, and he says, it is recorded, that moment he was guided to land safely, his co-pilot woke up as if from deep sleep. Sleep is a small death, death is a long sleep. And when they went out in the evening, when the storm subsided, they were attracted by some musical session going on in the house of the famous, international famous Yoga Devi, Indira Devi, who was devotee of Swami. And when he saw Swami's picture, he had never seen Swami or his picture before. In his mind, he could relate the voice guiding him in the sky is this person. And then Indira Devi told him all the miracles of Swami. And he came to Swami and stayed in Prashadi Lamp for 10 long years. He was a visiting lecturer in Sri Satya Sai Institute. Very friendly with me, very thorough gentleman. I believe he is still alive, yes. So, if you need him, you deserve him. I have mentioned about that girl also in the hostel in US who forgot to take her medicines of she was suffering from bone marrow, and when she was in excruciating pain, could not move out of her bed, she cried, "Oh Lord, please help me." And Swami appears in her room, which is locked from inside in US, telling her what? Hey, why do you shout? She was shouting, screaming. And Swami comes, why do you shout? I'm here. And Swami materializes Vibhuti, applies her on her body and forehead, and she sleeps like a child. If you need me, you deserve me. And he has allowed me to say, if you love him, you need not even need him. He will be around you all the time. He will anticipate the need and be there before you even call him, before you even realize that you need him. I have given many experiences in different talks. So this was the situation. Now let me narrate this. How Krishna comes to save the honor of his Pandavas in difficulty. After my marriage in 1977, 26th June, date given by Swami, the main role was great sacrifice was done by my elder brother, Dr. Prem, who was 3 years elder to me. But Swami had told my father, this girl is for your second son, and then Swami gave the date. And to make it comfortable, because my brother was still doing his MBBS, he failed once in finals, so he was still doing his MBBS, and he had affair with a girl. So he and she, for good reasons, refused to his proposal. So he was not in mood to marry, but there was this dilemma in our house, because this marriage was to be maybe after many years after my youngest uncle got married, and he being the eldest of the family, my father, it was becoming very embarrassing for everybody. Even I did not like to get married. I tried my best to find a suitable girl for him, but he would not agree. He said, no, I will not marry now. And Swami, what he did, he called my mother, would-be mother-in-law, and my elder brother together for the Shivratri, and he called both of them for the interview, and he instructed my brother, who was a great devotee of Swami. We are no match with his devotion and his purity. Innocent like a child. Swami instructed him, भाई का जल्दी जाके शादी करो, स्वामी ब्लेस करता है. You go and get married to your brother, Swami will bless everything. So he was given actually the responsibility of getting me married by Swami himself. So that made everything and everybody comfortable, because now it is his command. But as a brother, I felt it is now my chance to reciprocate his love. So we started searching for his match, but he would not say yes or no to anything. Now he, after that refusal from that his girl, he said, now whatever, let Swami decide and he find out. I will not say either yes or no. So as we used to conduct regular bhajans in our Sai Nilayam, family, Lalwani, Motwani family, they were coming and attending our bhajans, and the lady of the house, she proposed to, for my brother, she requested, because she knew that Harish is, his word is respected even by his father. My father used to just listen to me, no one else. He had great faith and love for me. So this family requested me to take this forward. So I told my father, and we went to see the girl. And I found from Swami in my mind that this was very good proposal. And but my brother said no. Swami has to get me married because he was actually probably not liking the proposal at this point in time. So we sent our youngest brother Dilip to Puttaparthi, and that point in time, our theatre was closed due to some disputes, some legal problems for more than a month. And our entire family was, of course, in great difficult situation. So we needed him very badly. My brother went to Puttaparthi, and this God, without any questioning anything, is simply, my brother told him, Swami, we want to get married, elder brother, and we want that he should get married in Puttaparthi. Yes, yes, I will get him married. Call everybody. Just imagine. We were not great devotees or VIPs or anything. And my youngest brother, he was just maybe in once before he had gone. He had one interview before that. But just walking on the darshan line, he agrees, you call everybody, I'll perform the marriage. Who can do that? So he sent a word, and we all, nearly 100 people, went and reached Puttaparthi late at night, around 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the ashram. And Swami had seen to it, Mr. Kutumrao had kept many rooms reserved for us. Our dinner was ready in our rooms, which is not normally done in ashram at 1 o'clock night. And next day, we sat for our darshan. This was 79, yeah. Swami came, and he directly came to me, and he asked me, how many people have come? I said, Swami, nearly 100 people have come. But my room is very small. You do one thing, you make a list of not more than 20 very close family persons, and then show me the list in the evening. I said, okay, Swami. And Swami walked ahead 2 steps. Again, he turned back. Don't tell my name. They will feel bad. Wow. He takes care of even sentiments of his devotees who had come first time. For they were not actually devotees. All of the people who came with us, they were not devotees, but they came because of the marriage, and they of course had regards for Swami, of course. But yet this God took care. Don't take my name. They will feel bad. You do it on your level and show me the list in the evening. So I did my job as silently, as professionally, as devotionally I could. Some people were very upset, of course, but I told them, now I have to give some reason. I said, the secretary sir has told me that normally for marriage or any function in the interview room, because room is very small, just not even 10 by 10, so it will be difficult. But so it is a family affair. Let afterwards Swami will, whatever he wants to bless, he will bless. So they also understood probably, and so we took. In the evening, I gave list to Swami. He went through the list like this, and he said, okay, tomorrow 6 o'clock evening, you be ready, I'll call you. And next day, sharp 6 o'clock, we 4 brothers, our sister was with us, my mother, my father, girl, and girl's adopted mother and father, Her real parents had probably given her to these gentlemen, this couple. So they all were ushered in. Durgesh Chandra, the vice president of Centurion, his family, security officer of Centurion, Colonel Sood, his wife, and our few other friends, we all went. And inside the interview room, this God performed everything from being a priest, materialized the rice, yellow rice, being father, head of the family. He gave the ring to my brother. He materialized the ring for my brother, and then Mangal Sutra for my would-be wife. Gave her sari, gave him dress, chanted all the mantras and blessed them. And he kept name also for my would-be wife as Sumana. And Swami said, Sumana is good mind. She had a very beautiful mind. And then Swami started talking to me. And he started explaining the meaning of marriage, how to live as husband and wife. Nicely, like head of the family, elderly family person. Then I had courage to ask Swami because my father was sitting besides me, and my father used to drink two every night. And because we have become nice Sai devotees, we wanted him to leave this habit. He also used to attend bhajans, nagar sankirtan, but he could not leave this habit. He was from film industry, so I found this opportunity because my father was sitting, so he would have to trust and he would have to obey Swami's word. So I told Swami, Swami, he had this habit. Can you please don't disturb him? At this age, if he is taking at home, let him. Don't disturb him. I was so happy that this God takes care of even the smallest needs of his devotees. He is not that narrow-minded, ritualistic God. God allowing a person to take wine, I have not heard before. Because he is not only God, he is head of the family, he is our best doctor. He knows what is good for us. That is why Swami told, you may love all equally, but you cannot treat everybody equally. First common sense, then divine sense. And then what he said? After the marriage, everything was over. My mother actually gave him piece of sweet also. Put it in his mouth. Swami was telling, no Amma, I had. Amma bolta hai or फिर ना bolta hai. Take it. You are calling me Amma. In South, they call every lady Amma, but my mother took it literally. You are calling me Amma means I am your mother, so you are my child. You can't refuse me. So she put that small piece of sweet in his mouth and he took it. Such a wonderful God. And then what he said, the last parting thing. I have arranged dinner for all. Let all other guests also take dinner. This is arranged in South and like a festival. I have made a special arrangement for all of you. Those who have enjoyed this privilege of being guest of Swami would know he is the best guest host in the entire universe. The best giver, gracious. He gives gracefully. This is how the divinity works. Jai Bolo Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba Ji ki